What would you do? Wife let man share bed with 1-year-old daughter. I never thought betrayal could have a sound, but that night it did. It sounded like a phone vibrating on the kitchen counter at 1:37 a.m., the kind of sound that shouldn't mean anything, but for some reason froze the air around me. My wife, Emily, was asleep, or at least pretending to be. The blue light from her phone screen lit up her face for a split second, and something inside me whispered, check it. I told myself I wouldn't be that kind of husband, paranoid, controlling, but when you've been married 3 years and every fight ends with you're just overthinking again, the doubt starts to rot inside you. So I picked it up, just one message from a name I didn't recognize. Can't wait to see you tomorrow. Bring the little one. She's adorable. My heart skipped. My daughter, my 1-year-old baby girl. I looked at Emily sleeping beside me, the rise and fall of her chest, calm, steady, like nothing in the world was wrong, but inside me, everything cracked. The next morning, I tried to act normal, made coffee, packed my bag, kissed her forehead, but she wouldn't meet my eyes. She mumbled something about taking Lily, our daughter, into her mom's for the weekend. I nodded, pretending to believe her, but my gut said otherwise. By evening, I was in my car, engine off, parked 2 houses down from the address I found through a credit card alert, a cheap Airbnb on the edge of town. My hands were shaking so hard I could barely hold the phone. Through the rain on my windshield, I saw her car, and then him, tall, confident, a stranger. He opened the door, laughed, and reached for Lily's car seat. I don't remember breathing. I don't remember thinking. Just this hot, pulsing noise in my head, like thunder behind my eyes. They went inside together, and for a long moment, I just sat there in silence. Part of me wanted to storm in, scream, throw everything apart. The other part, the quieter, colder side, whispered, wait. That voice said, don't lose control. Make her show you who she really is. So I waited. Hours passed. Lights went off one by one. My knuckles were white against the steering wheel. I told myself maybe Lily was sleeping in a separate room. Maybe this wasn't what it looked like. But when I couldn't take it anymore, I walked up to the window, slow, careful, and looked through a slit in the curtain. There she was, my wife, my daughter, and him. The man was lying shirtless on the bed, arm around Emily, my little girl, my baby, asleep between them. I swear time stopped. Everything I'd built, every promise I'd believed, every moment of trust, shattered right there in that one image. My hand went to the door handle and the rage in me screamed, end this. But another voice, the one that sounded like my father, said, don't do something you can't undo. I walked back to the car in a daze, drenched in rain, fists trembling. I could taste blood in my mouth where I'd been biting down to keep from yelling. When I got home, I sat on the floor of my daughter's empty nursery. Her tiny stuffed elephant was on the rocking chair, the one I'd bought the night she was born. I held it so tight my hands went numb, and for the first time in my life, I cried, and not just because of the betrayal, but because I didn't know what kind of man I was anymore. The good side of me whispered, be calm, go to court, protect your child. The bad side, the darker one, whispered, she deserves to feel what you feel. 2 voices, 2 versions of me, and only one would survive the night. I didn't sleep, didn't eat. I just sat there till sunrise, thinking about all the ways a man can break, quietly or violently. When my phone buzzed again, it was a message from Emily. Home soon. Everything okay? Everything okay? Those 2 words, they were lighter than air, but they hit me like a sledgehammer. I looked around the house. Every memory we had, the framed photos, the wedding picture, the baby toys, felt fake now, like props in someone else's story. And that's when I made a decision, not to forgive, not to explode, but to plan. Because if she thought she could betray me, risk our daughter's safety, and walk away smiling, she had no idea what kind of man she'd married. I wasn't going to hurt her, but I was going to make sure the truth destroyed her the way she destroyed me. And by the time I was done, she'd wish I'd chosen anger instead. The full story is on my channel.